What's up, guys? We're gonna 𝗨𝗏𝗘𝗙, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make some dark fantasy melodies. So let's go ahead and get started. We're at 110 BPM. These tend to be a little bit slower. So we're gonna be starting with this little sound here. And if it'll pop up, gotta wait for it. There you go. So sound selection will be important. You're gonna go for like detuned synth sounds, so stuff like this or anything similar to that. Let's grab in a scale. We could do a C minor. That'll be fine. All right, let's get started. So with this, it could be super easy. Now I would recommend suspended second chords. So what that'll look like is let's go a little lower. So it would just be the regular chord, but you would take the middle note and pull it down one, if it'll let me. Okay, it's not letting me. And then we could take this note, pull it up. Why is it doing double? I don't know why it's doing double, but yeah, so it'll be something like this. You can see it's kind of giving that like weird vibe, like that kind of medieval-ish dark sound. So now we can just kind of move these over. And then make a chord from here backwards. And we're just gonna steal from here. That is so annoying. All right, there we go. And I'm gonna actually shrink this down. I'm gonna hold Alt and pull this in. Okay. And I like that. And that's all you need for our first little bass. We'll copy that over. If we want to make adjustments, we will. I'll just play it, loop it once or twice. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to our next sound. Next up, we got this little bass sound. All right, so with this, I'm gonna give you a like bass pattern that works for this style specifically, but you can kind of do whatever you want. And I'll show you what I mean. So I'm gonna make it a little bit larger. I'm gonna start on C4. You can, in like when the melodies are this free, you can kind of like use whatever notes you want. Just use your ear, right? So you can. Like you can kind of go wherever you want, but a typical bass line for something like this would be, you could just use the regular chord and then just insert one of these notes, whichever one you want. So this one's like a typical. Something like that. Or you could also reset and you can use a diminished chord. So we'll just go to stamps. Go to stamps and you can grab in a diminish. So this is what it looks like if you don't know how to make it, except you will pull it up to the next note. So this is what it will look like within the C minor, and then this will give you that like super weird vibe. So and I would personally pull this down, or you can pull the whole thing down, but we'll play it like this. All right, so now we're getting that creepy vibe. I'm gonna pull mine down an octave, just like so. All right, so that's my bass line. Let's go ahead and move on to our next instrument. Next up, we have this little goblin sound. Again, it's kind of detuned, got that like creepy, weird vibe to it. So for this, we're just gonna steal from this and just use the same little technique where we made a chord, pulled it up, just kind of played around with this. So let's go in here and make this a little bit bigger. Pull that up. And we can do a suspended this time because we started with suspended the first time. Pull that up. I'm gonna change the grid 1/2. Maybe we can do something like this. Kind of want like a weird noise. Try something like this. liking it so far. So what we can do now is just kind of copy this bottom part down here, and I'm gonna keep this rhythm going. Let me try this. Just trying to see what we can get away with. Okay, I kind of like that top note. So what we're gonna do is just copy this over. Okay, and keep in mind we're just really using the same stuff. Let's see let's take this note right here, move it up, and replace it. And let's see what that sounds like. If it sounds bad, we could just kind of go back. But if you look, you make a chord from here. These are part of a chord, so it should work. But we got to listen to it in total. Okay, I like that combo, so let's go ahead and move on to our next sound. All right, so now we're on to this little sound here called gospel. So we can do something simple for this since we did a lot for the other ones. So I'm gonna just kind of use my ear a bit and just see what I like. So we'll start on the root. It's clashing too much. We'll just do something like this, turn it down a bit. Again, I don't think I'm gonna add effects, so I guess I could see if we could add like a little bit more relief. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and move on to our next sound. All right, now lastly, we're gonna add this little sequence. I thought this was a cool sound to add in, so that's what it sounds like. So I'm gonna just kind of throw this in, just kind of just pick a note, just kind of see what I like. I'm gonna copy this over. And then we're just gonna keep this going, except now what I'm gonna do is pull this down. I'm gonna shift D, see what that sounds like. So it's kind of like a pop-up. Maybe we can make this a little bit longer. Okay, I think that's good. So I think what we can do is I'll play it now, but I think I'm gonna clean it up a bit because it is super muddy. So I'm gonna put some effects and just show that, but I'm gonna play it one time through, just bare bones. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the effects. All right, now for the effects, the only real big thing that I did that changed it was I just added some reverb and delay to some of the sounds. So like for this one, I'll turn it off and on. Of course, EQs and stuff, like clean it up, but and then for this sound, I added delay. Just so it's a little bit more ambient. And on this sound, off and then on. Putting in this space a bit, and then for this sound, same thing. And I guess I should have showed that this is the preset for the one I just played, and then this is the preset for the one I'm going to play now. So probably good. All right, and then on top I just add this little lifeline console just to kind of like give it a vibe to it, but that's pretty much it. Play everything all together one time through. that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.